This year, the Communist Party of China celebrates its centennial.
Congratulations on the release of the book, Shared Ideals, the Communist Party of China and its Cherished Friends Around the World, published by Foreign Language Press.
This book symbolizes this dialogue and this goodwill between China and the Communist Party of China and international friends.
The Chinese dream embodies these shared ideals, and all people share that same dream of a peaceful and moderately prosperous life for their families and children.
I think it's a very interesting book. It contains pen pictures of friends of China. It covers a longer time span, right back from the 1930s up to the latter part of the 20th century. It's also interesting that the type of people in it. Back in the day, you had journalists, doctors, soldier journalists and soldier doctors, and they were the people who were coming out to China and making contact with the CPC. Later on, once New China was in place and the CPC were the party of government, the characters who feature in the book are much more likely to be statesmen or international figures.
Many of us, foreigners, want to learn from China and also share our own experience with China. This book symbolizes this dialogue and this goodwill between China and the Communist Party of China and international friends.
I think where this book can be very helpful is in terms of inspiring and motivating people who have a positive attitude to China, who are already friends of China. It shows them that they're not alone, that they're part of a very long-standing tradition involving some significant individuals.
As we celebrate the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party, Dr. Norman Bethune is the connector to Canada-China relations. I encourage us all to follow Dr. Norman Bethune and strengthen friendly and cooperative relations between Canada and China.
For the world to understand China, the world must understand the party's way of thinking. In other words, first, why the CPC asserts that the party's continuing political leadership is optimum for China's development. And second, why the CPC asserts that the party's robustness depends on its adaptability, self-regulation, and strict management.
In the past 7 decades, China was transformed from a predominantly agricultural society into an industrial and post-industrial giant. The past 4 decades, the period known as the time of reforms and opening up, has been particularly impressive. Extreme poverty was eliminated and standards of living have been improving. The development process of China has put people first, continuously improving people's livelihoods and opening new avenues of progress.
The Chinese dream embodies these shared ideals, and all people share that same dream of a peaceful and moderately prosperous life for their families and children.
All political parties, all political systems have trade-offs, and while achieving national objectives is indeed an advantage of China's party-led system, it is not the only criterion for evaluating systems. This is why continuing reform, opening up, and system improvement are needed.
I think the book is part of a broader strategy, and I do see very positive signs in terms of what China is trying to do to communicate its message to the international audience, and specifically to the Western audience and the developed world.
Thank you, China, for allowing me to witness the China dream fulfilled, and I look forward to it becoming the world's dream as well. Peace and moderate prosperity shared by all peoples.